back to me playing this nonsense game. Maybe not that nonsense. However, I am here. Turn the volume down a bit. This game is quite good though. So, I just came back, I had a new haircut, and I guess, yeah, why not just continue on? Okay. So, Semyon said, fine, let's go! And we ended up at the square again. As if this place was all there is to this camp. Glenn was sitting on one of the benches, reading some book. Electronic confidently approached her. Hello, Lena. Actually, it's Lena. Meet the new guy, Semyon. He started briskly. Hello. Well, you could say we've already met, in a way. Yes. Away from the book at the moment, he glanced at me, blushed, and went back to reading, as if not noticing that we were still here. Alright, let's go on. I was at first surprised that meeting this girl was reduced to a couple of words, but then I thought that it was better that way. Electronics' vigorous activity did not fit well with Lena's shyness. Let's go. Why not? We came to a building which I instantly identified as a canteen. You know, I'm Russian, but I can't identify buildings like that. So, like, there's air conditioning system, kind of? Conditioning, no? There's air system, yeah, there's some cooking done, yep, makes sense. Yeah, and this here, I don't know, this is where you consume organic food. Yeah, something like that. I didn't get it on my first playthrough, but it is around. That's why where you consume organic food. On the canteen's porch stood the unfriendly girl who hit me on the back earlier. At the sight of her, my joking mood vanished in the blink of an eye. Really, now it's not the best time to be pulling this guy's leg, even though he's quite hilarious. First, I need to figure out what's what here, or at least where I am. Hey, over there's Alice Bachevskaya. Be careful around here. He spoke in a whisper. Dva means two in Russian. Exactly. The whole nickname sounds exactly like Tuch in Russian, a reference to the late Tuch .ru and an image board. Don't even risk calling her Dvache. She doesn't like that. What did you say? What did you call me? She must have heard him. In the blink of an eye, Alyssa jumped down the porch and dashed towards us. Alright, you'll manage from here onwards. Electronic took to his heels. Well, I guess it's better to do nothing. Alyssa running past stopped for a moment and growled. I'll deal with you later. Deal with me? What did I do wrong? I added a forced guilty smile to my words. But what am I guilty of? She made no reply and carried on chasing Electronic. I really like the movie. Looks like I'll have to kill time alone waiting for dinner. I decided to go east. Or at least in the direction where east would be in my world. How do you know that it's east? But soon after, I found myself near a football pitch. The game was in full swing here. I guess watching it for a bit wouldn't do any harm. My childhood and teen years, I was not a bad player myself, and even thought of going professional, but a few injuries in a row killed my desire to risk my health for the sake of uncertain chance in this game. Kids of different ages were running around the pitch. I could see a boy of about 10 and a girl of about 14 years old. The girl. Hey, that's Ilyana. Alright, so she plays football. What's so surprising? She's a restless one, after all. I was standing quite far from the pitch, but she still noticed me. Hey you! Ilyana shouted. Wanna play? I didn't know how to answer. On one hand, running around for 10 minutes is no big deal. On the other hand, any wrong move in my situation could be my final one. But in any case, my attire wasn't suitable for the weather. If I played in winter boots and warm jeans, I would sweat like a pig. Playing barefoot and without jeans would be simply unmet. Maybe another time, alright? I shouted into response, turned around and walked back. I was followed by Ilyana's screams about my pants, or me being a pansy or something like that. Evening was falling, making me feel tired and empty after a day wasted with no real purpose. Not like you ever had a day that was not wasted without a purpose. I came back to the square, sat on a bench, and gave an exhausted sign. I'd better sit there and wait for dinner. For all, it's easier to search for answers when you're not hungry. And they do give people to the people here, right? You know, it's curious how the simplest human needs can break the will to ponder in things, to strive for something. For example, I feel hungry now, so I care much less about where I am or what's happening to me. Could great people also be affected by this? And in that case, how did Spartacus start the slave uprising in ancient times? I can only conclude that I am not a great person, and it does not really matter which mechanism I serve a gear in. Society's a matrix or a weird pioneer camp. My thoughts were interrupted by the sound of bells. Oh my god. Bells. Bells. No questions asked. Okay. Chiming from a loudspeaker on a light pole. I guess I always thought that the light pole is not the thing that I saw. That is not the thing that it is really. It must be the dinner call. I headed towards the canteen. It was a good thing that I knew where it was. I got Dmitrievna was here, standing in the porch. Stopped and looked close at her if I were expecting something. She looked back at me for a while, but at last came forward. Simeon, what are you waiting for? Come in already. Guess nothing bad can happen if I go with her. My stomach backed me up there. The two of us went inside. The canteen looked like a canteen. Nothing wrong with that. I had had a chance to visit a factory canteen at some point in my life. This one is exactly the same, maybe a bit cleaner and more modern. Well, how can it be more modern? It's like Soviet Union, but okay. Well, factory canteens suck. Metal chairs and tables, glazed tiles on the walls and the floor, unsophisticated tableware with the occasional crack. And that's what a canteen in a pioneer camp's supposed to look like. Simeon, wait a moment, we'll find you a place to sit. She looked around the place. Man, I just right now I just want to stop and say that I'm speechless. This game is great, but gotta know how do I look like with face cam? Because really, with face cam, I feel that it just takes up too much of the screen, and that maybe I'm not speaking, maybe I'm not talking loud enough. But actually, I'm speaking because I'm not talking with someone. And yeah, that's what I want backup for. Give me criticism, anything. Say what's good, say what's bad. Oh, let's continue on. She looked around the place. Vachevskaya! Hold it right there! Olga Dmitrievna shouted at Elisa who was passing by. What? What's up with your clothes? Anything wrong with them? Indeed, her attire looked somewhat provocative. Get your uniform nice and neat. Oh my god. Nice and neat right now. Alright. Look at this face. It's like... Alright, I would do as you say. Oh. Oh, I can do it like that. Okay. Alright. Alyssa got her shirt right and walked past, shooting an unpleasant glare at me. So, where can we find you a place to sit? There aren't a lot of free seats. Go there, next to Ljubljana. Yeah, it's fine. The food's already on the table too. I had no other choice but to accept. Well, does anyone have any other choice? Of course, there was the probability that the cutlets were poisoned with curare. The mashed potatoes generously seasoned with arsenic, and the glass fruit was excellent antifreeze instead of compote. And actually, I'm gonna tell you that there you can see a sign cocktail. In common Russian language, cutlet, is minced meat, fried or baked, in the shape of a ball or a cylinder, close to American patties. And compote is a drink made by boiling fresh or dried fruit in a large amount of water. Compote in French. So, basically cutlets are just meat. You know, just grab normal meat. Yeah, what would an American do with meat? American would just get this meat and he would just, well, fry it. Or he would cook it just in a whole piece. Almost always. But Russians have another way to look at things. They grab meat, they mince it with, you know, very, at its earliest. Actually, meat was minced with an axe, but now it's like, I don't know how it's called, but whatever. Now technologies have evolved, and so we just do that. After that, add some eggs, add some bread, and after that we just form them and then we fry them. And well, not like it makes sense, but it's easier to eat like that. You don't have to cut it much. And compote is compote. It's exactly like the boiled fruit, and the fruit gives taste to water, and we drink water, and sometimes you even get fruits with compote, so yeah, it's good. But the food looked so tasty that I had no chance to resist. Hey, what do you want? What do you want? I replied rather rudely to Ulyana, who was sitting next to me. Why didn't you play football with them? Yeah, why? Because of my clothes, said I, pointing at the source of the problem. Oh, alright then, eat. So I guess it looks rather weird. You just say like, because of my clothes. And then you just point down because pants are down. That looks weird. Ever there wasn't much left to eat. My cutlet was missing from the plate. Only she could have done it. No, more precisely, no one but Ilyana could have done it. Give me back my cutlet. In a big family, you snooze, you lose. Can cost you a cutlet if you're careless. Give it back, I'm telling you. Okay, let's attempt. See, I don't have it. And indeed, Ulyana's plate was empty. It seemed like this little girl eats as fast as she steals someone's cutlets. Take it easy, we'll work something out right now. She grabbed my plate and ran off. There was no point in following her. If they wanted to poison me here, they could have done it even much easier. About a minute later, Ulyana returned and handed me the plate with a steaming hot cutlet on it. Here's one for the story. Now why would you do it like that? Like, I already seen it, but look. Well, a cutlet, actually, in real size, it has to be like this big to eat. It's either like enormously big plate, like that big, and there's a lot of mashed potatoes. Alright, well, a very fine pioneer camp, they give you that big of the like, they give you that much food for you to eat. If the cutlets, or the cutlets are extremely small, like that. Yeah, not like I would mind eating it, but it's still like real small. Yeah, thanks. That was all I could say. I was so hungry that my suspicions were gone in a flash. I picked up the cutlet with my fork, but why would you do that? Why would you pick up the whole cutlet? What the? Some bug? No, not a bug, an insect! It got legs on its weak leg! The plate fell to the floor and broke into pieces. A cheer hit me hard on my leg while falling. I've disliked insects since I was a child, but when those creepy crawlies, my god, creepy crawlies appear in my plate, that's way too much. Yo little... Aliana seemed ready for such a twist and was already at the door, laughing as if she heard a fresh stand-up comedy joke. I dashed after her. Now, yeah, ran out of the canteen. We were just a few dozen meters apart, and I felt I would catch this little girl easily. We ran through the square. Mind that the square is like the biggest part of the whole camp, right? Past the club's house, 50 meters, legit, and ran onto the forest spot. Well, I don't know, you haven't crammed for your whole life. Started to gasp for breath. Finally! I should have quit smoking, I guess. You should have! I'm gonna pass out of sight on your next turn. It can't be proved that she managed to get away from me. Simply can't. I stopped and tried to catch my breath again. God! Yeah, that was dumb. Okay. Night was falling. Night. Like, I mean like, really, night. Like, it was just dinner. At a camp's dinner's like at 8:30 at most. And then, night was falling. How night could have fell down at you? Looks like I'm lost. Oh hell, sure as hell you are, because you're chasing a little girl. Why couldn't you remember the environment a bit more? And and you know what? What's funny is there's a clear road. Clear, like you like how? How can you fucking miss it? Like really? It's a bad idea to stay in the woods at night. Better get back to the camp. I had absolutely no clue which way to go. Simeon, how dumb can you be? Well, gotta choose at random. Yeah, forward or back. Wow, nothing changed. Change. There you go. I wandered for quite some time in the forest, and even thought of crying for help. But finally saw the camp's fence beyond the trees. Everything fell back into place. The boss is gone, mumbled quietly. On the one hand, there was nothing strange about that. Boss couldn't just stay there forever. On the other hand, it meant that there was someone driving, because bosses do not drive themselves. Or do they? This world seemed too normal. Like every event here had at least two explanations for it. An ordinary, real, everyday explanation, and a surreal one. Certainly the driver could have just been off for a snack, and I left too soon, and that's fine. In any case, this is not the place for me. Whether it's that bus drives itself or not is probably an important question. But it was much more important to know how had I got here at all. Yeah, I'm starting to question myself. Did I even read something out loud? And where this here was? The fields and the woods stretching towards the horizon. No answers. There was nothing familiar about them. A strange, odd, and alien feeling. At the same time, it was absolutely not frightening. Whether my self-preservation instinct decided to resign from its job, or all this running around the camp and the local pioneers had lulled, lulled me into so much with their carefree normality that I was simply forgetting what had happened to me simply a couple of hours ago. Although I probably just had no strength left to worry. All I wanted was some peace, calmness. I just wanted to take a break from it all. Only after that I would continue looking for questions. Ready and reloaded. Or that would be some time later. What about now? Can I allow myself to relax? What? We didn't go into the camp? It got completely dark, and in any case it was better to spend the night in the camp. Were you just standing there for really at least half an hour? I was about to head back in when someone came up silently from behind. Wow, ninjas. Oh, it's Slavia. Hello, what are you doing here so late? It was Slavia standing before me. I was so surprised that I jumped. So, you didn't catch Uliana, did you? She smiled. Another disappointingly unsigned. No wonder, no one ever has. Yeah, she's a real rocket girl. She could have found a better use for her energies than looking for adventures. You must be hungry, you didn't manage to have dinner at all. Indeed, I had completely forgot about my dinner, but after those words, my stomach drew attention to itself by being a traitorous rumble. Sliva smiled. Let's go then. Wait, what, is the canteen still open? It's alright, I have the keys. The keys? Yes, I have the keys to all facilities in this camp. How come? Well, I'm something like the camp leader's aide here. I see. You know, I haven't seen any Vajati here yet. Yet. It was an offer you can't refuse. Well, sure as hell. When we reached the square, Slavia stopped in her tracks. Excuse me, I should warn my roommate that I'll be late. She's so punctual herself. Herself? Who could it be? Okay. That she'll be worried otherwise. You go into the canteen, I'll come in a minute, alright? Alright. I really did not expect to find somebody aside from myself there at such a late hour. And that somebody was apparently trying hopelessly to open the door. Without any secret thoughts, I walked up onto the porch. The lockpicker turned out to be Elisa. I should have probably kept off and waited. She looked at me initially for a while and said, "Don't just stand there, give me a hand or something." Meaning? Help me open the door. Why? Because I want some buns and kefir. You know, by the way, kefir's kefir. Only the Russians will understand that, unless kefir is called kefir. Yeah, the dinner wasn't big enough. Oh well then. Do you remember the dinner? That big of a plate. and there was like 75% of the plate was actually the potatoes, mashed potatoes. Like, how? How could it be not big enough? This plate is enormous. Is that really a good idea? Aren't you hungry yourself? Yeah, no, just judging from. Are you hungry yourself, huh? Yana didn't let you have a normal dinner, did she? It's true, she didn't. It's fine, Slava will come now and. What? Man, that. Like, why would you make that face? It's almost like she wants to murder Yana. It's like, what? I can do such faces too, look. No, not like that, actually. Well, I guess I should have said that. I'm open. That makes much more sense. And you'll pay for this. No, I will. No, I won't. You owe me two already. No, I don't. And what was the first one? So I didn't keep you waiting for too long. Is everything alright? Yeah, why are you asking? No reason, it's nothing. It would have been better if I didn't tell her about Alyssa. It would be better. Seems fine. I said that and immediately heard a note of dishonesty in my voice. Well, shall we go? As for Slavia, she seemed not to have noticed anything. At least she was pretending she hadn't. We entered the canteen. Wait a bit, I'll go get something. You know, music's quite good. I sat down on a chair and obediently waited for my savior. My dinner was simple, a few buns and a glass of kefir. Those are good buns. No wonder, I bet hungry pioneers finished everything off. Oh, already pioneer. However, even that was far better than most of my usual diet. So you didn't eat buns often? Well, her face looks very interesting. Just like, you know, she's just basically staring at you, just these big eyes. Big eyes. Just, you know, like, why not mask with my hair? Always makes sense. Sat across the table and looked at me while I was eating. Is there something on my face? Oh well. Oh well. Okay. Well, that is just a bit too ridiculous. It's like the giant eyes got even bigger. It's like the whole eye almost. No, just she smiled. Almost looks like she just, you know, she just met a random person and was like, hey, do you like me? And she just stares at you like, hi. How did you like your first day in the camp? Well, I don't really know. It's similar to ask someone who suddenly found himself in a different reality whether he liked the food at canteen. The camp leader was his assigned hut. It's alright, he'll soon get used to it. But she was actually staring at me when she was like that, you told me. Okay. Frankly speaking, I have no desire to get used to such things. But as for her, she doesn't know. At least she wants me to think that she doesn't. He's a good guy, he just leaves all this shit. Well, all in all, it's nice here. I had to somehow break this awkward silence. Do you think so? Jeff? Oh, without any interest. Okay. Do you think so? Yeah, this place is so... I don't just say retro. But I managed to hold that back. Exactly. After all, it was retro for me, but what about them? It might be the only kind of life they knew. And the term life, if the term life was applicable here at all. So how? She watched me closely, as if something important depended on my answer. Well, I don't know. Lovely. Yes. Yeah, it's lovely here. I guess you're right. Now why do you turn the giant big eyes, big blue eyes in which you can drown in mode again? Smiled. It's very good that you think so. Why? Well, not everybody likes it here. And about you? Me? Yes. I love it here, it's great. You don't need to worry about it other people think. Well, I don't really worry. This conversation seemed to be leading me far astray from where I wanted to get to. And you're worried yourself. Really? Why do you say so? Well, when someone is chewing so intensely. I'm sorry, that's okay. I couldn't bring myself to be more cautious around this girl. Why her in particular? Why not any other local who have to? Every one of them looked completely fine to me. Normal. Precisely normal. So normal that it sends chills down my spines into my marrow. Normal, not like a neighbor with a power drill in one hand and a subwoofer in another. Well, that's a typical neighbor, I do that all the time. Not like a passenger you can always meet in the subway or in public coffee. Not like a co-worker at the next table in an open plan office. Not even like a friend who only differs from other people given his constant insistence. All of them looked normal, as I would expect them to be, with their own downsides, but without any superpowers. Slavia was also cute. Glanced at her stealthily, not knowing what to say. I'm sorry, I just wanted to show you the cam, but ran off my feet. I didn't miss anything while on my own, I guess. God damn it, stop it, please. Are you sure you haven't missed anything at all? She smiled so brightly that I even had to draw my eyes in confusion. Brightly. Ding. Well, how would I know? It's my first day here. Okay, and what have you seen so far? I've seen the square, the canteen, the football field. Not about the beach. Just from afar. You really should go there, or let's do it together. Well, you know, not like I would mind. Not like Semyon would mind going there. Yeah, okay, we will. Her naturalness started to scare me, but then I thought, what if everything that happens here is how it's supposed to be in this world? It looks strange only to me. Well, for them, it is normal? Maybe I was thrown in the past? Yeah, that would explain a lot. Can I ask a stupid question? No. No, that was rather quick, but it was logical. You just ask someone if you can ask a stupid question, and then they say no, because it's logical. Slavia smiled and stood up from the table. It's late. Can you find a way to Olga Dmitrievna by yourself? So, of course I can, but why should I go there? She'll settle you with someone. What for? Probably this question seemed stupid, and it's not because Slavia bursted into good-natured laughter. Lava. You need to sleep somewhere, right? That makes sense. Fine, I'll be off then. Good night. Night. It's strange that she left in such a hurry. A bottle of keys left in the door caught my attention. I was going to catch up to Slavia, but where does she live? And knocking on every door during the middle of the night doesn't sound like a bright idea. I don't get it. Why leave the keys is highlighted? I would actually take the keys. But okay, let's leave the keys. On the other hand, why would I need them? Okay. Let's leave the keys. Actually, I told a couple of times that I was playing through the game. I took the keys. But the game somehow didn't actually recognize that, and so I met Slavia like 6 times, and she didn't even ask once. Semyon didn't even, well, say that, like, oh hey, I have your keys, why not I give them back to you? The night, though dark, wasn't silent at all. One could hear chirping crickets, the songs of night birds, and rustling trees from everywhere. A sudden desire to follow Slavia's advice and go to the camp leader's cabin appeared. I don't know, like I really wanna sleep, don't I? If I were to be Simeon. I don't know why, but the sight of the unknown bronze builder of communism put me in a constructive mood. I sat on the bench and started to recall everything that happened today. This was all my constructive mood could offer. Here it was much brighter than near the canteen. Tardy pioneers were running by, but so this place didn't seem scared at all. Bus, summer camp, girls. I was so tired from everything new and strange that I could not come up with a single explanation of what was going on. I heard a barely noticeable rustling nearby. Shivered and looked in that location. A girl, reading a book. Nina. I decided to move closer and talk. She was the only person I had met there without exchanging even a few words. Hi, what are you reading? Nina was so surprised that she even jumped. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Never mind. She blushed and stared into the image. Why do you blush that much? Why do you blush that much? So, what are you reading? And the cover was written Gone with the Wind. Well, let's keep silent. Honestly speaking, I haven't read it. And I think that such literature suits her very well. Lena didn't seem to be interested in continuing the conversation. Well, if I'm bothering you, no. Chances are closed, still looking in the book. Can I sit beside you for a while? Why? And really, why? It was just because I was very tired and having company is better than being alone. Maybe I just wanted to try to find something out of her. I carefully examined Lena. But no, I doubt that. Well, I don't know. I'm not allowed to? Feel free. But if I'm bothering you, no you're not. I can leave, just say, everything alright? Okay then. You know, it's basically just how do you talk with any girl. Just like, are you sure? Are you really sure? Are you sure? Are you that much sure? Are you really sure? Are you really sure you won't mind that? Okay then, now I can't. But it's such an intense talk. Staying here was the last thing I wanted, but it wouldn't be nice to stand up and leave. That didn't really go well, huh? Nina hadn't answered anything. Seems I've made a fool out of myself. But if Ulyana was here, she would laugh at me. Do you enjoy being here? I recalled Slavia's question and thought it would be a good start for the conversation. Yes, she smiled slightly. I guess I'd like it too. Nina definitely isn't very sociable and probably can't carry on a meaningless conversation as easily as Slavia. There was something about her that attracted attention. Like, man, I still feel that I'm gonna just go full harem mode or something. Just really like there's like how many girls? In this kingdom of Amazons, there are like 6 girls or so. So yeah, like a momentary glimpse of a reflection in the glass on a rainy autumn morning, which makes you turn around and stare into darkness, searching for something that you saw out of the corner of your eye. Of course, you weren't able to distinguish or understand what it was, but it felt so tempting. Nina was still reading the book without paying any attention to my presence. I had no intention of asking her anything about the camp or this world in general. Beautiful night, yes. How in the world would you start a conversation with her? Yeah, actually, I thought of that too. It's late, I have to go. Yeah, it's quite late. Good night. Night. There's something strange about her, that girl. At first glance, she's typically shy and modest pioneer girl, but Mystery of Lena took its place in a massive list of mysteries about this camp, which I started to put together in my head. A lazy evening, there's nothing like a good time with nothing to do. Headed towards Olga Dmitrievna's cabin. Then the house was on. Hello, Semyon. You're quite late. Yeah, I went for a walk to look around the camp. Alright, you'll be sleeping here. She pointed her finger at one of the beds. Which one? Is it the left one? Is it the right one? No, actually, for you, it would be... Is it this one? Or that one? Or this one? Or out there? Out there, well, I don't even know. I was a bit surprised. Yeah, is something wrong? We are out of free cabins anyway. The camp leader smiled, but I rather think it was just out of politeness. You do want to be a decent pioneer, don't you? There was a clear emphasis on the word decent. Yep, sure, was what it thought. Don't you mind it, mademoiselle? She looked at me oddly, surprised at some offense in her. A pioneer should respect their elders. Olga Dmitrievna said straightly. Of course he should, no one argues with that. I blathered, not realizing what was wrong. Shouldn't you also? She stared at me. What is such a gaze in mithril form? Forced by the best dwarf masters from the deepest dungeons would melt. Should I what? What's up, Toots? Annoyance and a lack of misunderstanding made me raise my voice. You must address adults appropriately. Yes, of course there are a lot of strange things there. But this girl is just a couple of years older than me. Or maybe even younger. But I decided not to argue. Well, just a few minutes ago, I would never call her an adult. I have to admit that she was also given a strong care. In any case, I wasn't in a position to argue. As you say, ma'am, I mumbled. That's much better. This is how a decent pioneer should conduct himself. Now it's time to sleep. Honestly speaking, I was going to become neither a decent nor an indecent pioneer. Just yesterday, I wasn't going to become a pioneer at all. But do I have a choice now? If you don't want to, we'll have to make you. This is a modern Olga Dmitrievna was probably going to use. Climbed onto the bed and closed my eyes only to realize how tired I was after today. Something hammered in my head awfully as if my brain started a night shift. They all seemed to be aimed more at rolling steel than working on something more sensitive. The bus flew through my mind, and the square was the monument, the canteen full of pioneers, and the malicious face of Liliana. Slavia. Yeah, why is it Slav? Lena. Even recalling Alisa didn't give me too much of a negative feeling. What if I'm here for good? I guess I'll just end this here. And just continue on without have time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm just gonna save my game and say goodbye to y'all who was watching me. Yeah. Bye bye.